Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 74 of the San Marino Challenge. Now, as you can see, and as you can tell by today's episode, we're going to be playing the semi-final first leg and second leg against Manchester City. It's a semi-final. It is the furthest we have been in the Champions League. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be extremely tough. Very, very hard competition to actually win. And we're up against Man City, who are managed by Dani Alves. So it's going to be interesting. We're at home first. Obviously, don't want to concede any goals. In terms of the recent fixtures, we'll go over these very quickly. I will also play the Sampdoria game off camera, and I'll just join you back for the second leg after we finish this first leg. Of course, in the same episode, so make sure you stay tuned for that second leg about midway through this episode. So yeah, previous episode was the Champions League quarterfinal victory over PSG. We followed that up with a 1-0 victory over Fiorentina. Vitek with a goal before halftime, giving us all 3 points. And then finally, we just played Pescara, managed to beat them 4-0. Michelotti, Britos, Vitek, and Nesic on the score sheet there for us. And they also had a player sent off at about 2-0. So, not many games to go through there. Let's get into today's lineup. We're going to go as strong as possible. We did rest quite a few players for the Pescara game. So, a lot of the boys are match conditioned and ready to hopefully get a win against Man City in this first leg. So in goals, we're going to go with Ingvarsson. At right back, we're going to go Yusufi. Cervellini will start alongside Sabir as our centre-backs, and then Michelotti will be our left back today. In front of them is going to be Novi, who's a little bit better suited, I think, in terms of, attacking and defending, whereas I think Nolascoin's a bit more defensive-minded. Probably might make an appearance today at some stage off the bench, depending on how the midfield trio does go. In front of Novi is going to be Britos and Viviani, the two centre mids. Vitek will be on the right wing, Fermato on the left wing. And then Albani will start up front. It's actually worth noting that 3 players in this first team are from the academy, and they do have San Marinese nationality, albeit dual nationality with Italian. And of that, albeit they are rejecting my call-ups to the San Marinese national team. But yeah, Albani up front, Cervellini in centre-back, and Michelotti at left-back. They're the 3 players. And they're doing really well. They're all developed well. I would say they're probably all wonder kids in terms of their potential ability and how they are currently developing. Obviously, Albani and Michelotti are actual wonder kids. They are classed as wonder kids. But anyway, enough about that. The bench today is going to be Bernardi, Vicini, Nesic, Nolascoin, Ferretti, of course, the 16-year-old right winger, Schmidt, and then Chan Palat. And that makes up our 7-man bench. Of course, only allowed to have the 7 in the Champions League. And if you look at Man City's team, they're pretty much all world-class players, to be honest. They've still got Paulinho and Mbappe, Edison in goals there, and Fernandez at right back, who is a central midfielder. He's going to be playing at right back today. But if you look at some of their regens, like this guy Ronaldo, he's a pretty attacking striker who's going to be playing attacking midfield today. And then Pereira, probably one of the best right wingers in the game currently, 27-year-old regen. And obviously, yeah, basically all their players are somewhat world-class. And, I don't really know what to do. Fully expect you to keep our run going is maybe the right option to go with. Obviously, some of the players reacted quite well to that. Although I guess we are the home team, so I'm sure that plays into it a little bit. Vitek with a cross. Fermato heads it way over the goal. But good to see us with the first sort of chance there. And Yusufi has picked up a knock. We're going to have to bring him off. We'll bring Nesic on and switch Michelotti over to right back. Of course, we have retrained him to be able to play there. So, ooh, Mbappe with a free kick. Just over the bar. I mean, it's back and forth, you know. We've got a corner here for Mato. Britos. Oh, when we've hit the post. Sabir has hit the post. So unlucky there. That really should have been 1-0. A little bit disappointed. Not going to lie. We're kind of playing a little bit better than City at the moment. Which is good to see. One of their players, Pereira, of course, the right winger, has also picked up a knock. And they're going to keep him out there on the pitch. And Albani has picked up a yellow card as we go into half-time. I mean, it's 0-0 going into the half. Like I said, we are looking a little bit better of the two teams. I'm just going to tell the boys I'm not happy because hopefully that'll, you know, light a bit of a fire in their belly and they might come out and hopefully dominate City somewhat as they did in the first half. That'd be quite nice. I'll be pretty disappointed if Vitex picked... Alright, well this is really frustrating because I'm going to have to bring Ferretti on. I mean, Vitex on a 6.6, so it doesn't really matter that much anyway. But like I said, Ferretti is 16 years old. Not really the type of game you want to be bringing a 16-year-old on in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final. And City are bringing the ball forward here. Mbappe plays it back. Crossed in. Ingvarsen's got that all day long. Absolute legend of the club. We've got a couple more yellow cards here. Michelotti and Cervellini. So I'm going to have to ease both of those players off. And just hope... Oh my god, Ferretti. Imagine if he scored. That would be something. But it was a dreadful shot, so we'll move on. Viviani's actually picked up a yellow card there as well. I don't really want to get a player sent off, even though there is only about 13 minutes left in the half, or in this half, yeah, in the game as well. And again, I also want to keep that third sub just in case. Like I said, we haven't really played too badly, and we've got the breakthrough. Cervellini. He absolutely poached on top of Albani's rebound there. And we're 1-0 up. Only a few minutes left to go. And this is the dream start. Although there is a highlight. City are coming forward. 4 minutes left of stoppage time. It's cleared away. Our boys could be on the counter-attack. Albani. He does have men in support. And he's literally played the worst ball I've ever seen. We've won it back though. Albani again. Shoots. Ooh, good shot. Probably should have passed it. There were a couple of options. But still, good to see us. Okay, that's disappointing. Good to see us attacking, but yeah, we're just giving the ball away from our own corner. Out for a goal kick. But there we go, boys. 1-0 victory in the first leg of the semi-final. Oh man, that was really nerve-wracking stuff. Okay, guys, so I'm going to play the next game off camera, the Serie A game off camera, and we'll come back for the lineup for the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. Alright guys, so I've played the Sampdoria game, and unfortunately it was a 1-0 loss. However, I did heavily rotate the team. As you can see, the only real starters there are Cervellini, Ingvarsen, and I guess Yusufi. And unfortunately, Yusufi is actually lacking a little bit of match condition going into this second leg against Man City. So yeah, let's go over the lineup and we'll get straight into it. Ingvarsen in goals, Yusufi at right back, Cervellini and Sabir. Michelotti will be the left back today. Novi sits in front as the defensive midfielder. Viviani and Britos as the two centre mids. Formato on the left, Vitek on the right, and Albani up front. So basically, the exact same starting lineup as the previous game. The bench, I think, is exactly the same as well. Bernardi, Vicini, Nesic, Nolascoin, Ferretti, Schmidt, and Chanpalat. So I think that's exactly the same, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's going to be a very, very tough game away from home. And I'm just going to tell the boys that we're huge underdogs, because that could be enough to get us the result and go into the final of the Champions League, which would be absolutely incredible. Now, the other semi-final is between Hertha Berlin, who are last season's Champions League winners, and then we also have AS Monaco, who are arguably a world-class team similar to Man City. So, either of those two teams in the final, regardless of if we make it or not, is going to be a very, very tough ask. However, we have to make it first. Yusufi in behind, shoots, and he scores! Get in there, 1-0. 13th goal of the season. He's not even fit. He's not even match fit. Well, he's match fit, but his condition is very poor, and he gets the breakthrough goal. He's also picked up a yellow card as Mbappe puts the ball over the back of the net. We'll definitely ease Yusufi off, because him being tired could potentially cause an issue for us. I'm hoping it doesn't, but you never know. It could be one of those things where he gets a little bit tired, puts in a bit of a 50-50 challenge, and just gets sent off, and that could essentially ruin the entire tie, which would be pretty detrimental to the series and to my personal goal of winning the Champions League, of course. Anyway, we do have the ball here. Vitek plays it inside to Viviani. Can he shoot? He does, and he scores. We're 2-0 up. 3-0 up on aggregate. Viviani, the club captain, with his second goal there. Super impressive performance so far. We're almost approaching half-time here. And I can't believe that we're 2-0 up away from home currently. Amazing stuff as we go into the half. And I have to say, I was not expecting that type of result in the first half. We're 3-0 up on aggregate, and I'm starting to believe. Vitek picks up a yellow card. Got to ease him off straight away. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Man City do have the ball, and of course they have a very, very good team as well. I mean, they're doing what they do best, dominating possession. And Pereira's in behind, and he does get one goal back. Mbappe with the assist. Pereira got injured in that first leg, but he is back for this second one. And it's 2-1 on the night, but we are 3-1 up on aggregate currently, as we pick up a couple of yellow cards. Michelotti and Britos both getting red cards here. Sorry, yellow cards. I'm a little bit unfocused, because I think we might be going into the Champions League final. Albani just wide. That might have been the goal that separates it. Come on, we're still actually playing better than City currently. 7 shots on target to 3. There's about 20 minutes left. We're going to make a sub here. We're going to bring Chanpalat on. Albani's on a 6.5. So we'll do that. And I think we actually... Oh, Viviani's picked up a yellow card now as well. We'll ease him off. Although part of me wants to... I think we'll bring Nolascoin on for Novi, just to try and shore up the... defense and make the midfield a little bit stronger. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. But Novi wasn't playing too well regardless. Pereira's in behind. Mbappe hits the post. Oh my... How have they not scored? Nolascoin blocks the shot off the goal line. I thought that was a goal. I literally thought that was a goal. Oh my goodness. I would be absolutely livid if my player missed that. It was essentially an open net. 5 minutes of normal time left. City are breaking forward once again. And that is offside. Mbappe puts the ball in the back, but he did creep offside. And boys, ladies and gentlemen, I think we might be making our first ever Champions League final. 3-1 on aggregate still, 2-1 on the night. Michelotti hits the post. Oh, so unlucky. That's the second time we've hit the post over the 2 legs. Of course, Sabir in the first leg could have grabbed an extra goal. Britos plays it out wide. Cervellini. Oh my god, Formato should have scored that. Yeah, he definitely should have scored that goal there. I don't know why he wouldn't. He's such a good player. Cervellini again at the back post. Velasquez. That's the end of the highlight. A lot of highlights coming really quick. And they clear the ball off the line as well. Oh my god. Yusufi now. Sabir. Velasquez. I mean, we're going backwards. Yeah, not good there. We're into stoppage time. They need 3 goals to knock us out. Boys, we're going to the Champions League final. There we go. Few seconds left. The ref calls it 3-1 semi-final aggregate. 2-1 victory away to Man City. Yeah, you've done it. You're in the final, boys. The Champions League final. It's been the goal. It's been the goal recently. And we're going to the Johan Cruyff Arena. 65,000 capacity. Wow. Wow, that is something special. I'm actually super excited for that. I'm guessing that'll be not our next episode because we have the TAM Cup. But yeah, that will be the end of season episode. We'll play the Champions League final, and then of course we will also do a bit of an end of season review and go over, of course, the players that have stood out this season. And here we go, boys. This will see who we will verse in the Champions League final. Hertha are ahead 2-1, although Monaco do have an away goal. And Hertha go through 4-3 on aggregate, 2-2 draw on the night. Hertha, of course, they won it last season, as I mentioned. They are the current holders. And of course, they did knock us out last season as well, I believe. I'm not sure if I think it was last season. I mean, we can essentially have a look if we jump into the schedule here. Let's go back and have a quick little look. So Hertha did knock us out on away goals. Both games were draws. And of course, in our home game, we conceded the only goal that they scored. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited. If you could drop a like on this episode, guys, that'd be very, very much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, I suggest you do it. Hit the notification bell, and hopefully that will keep you up to date with the episode coming out in the next 2 days or the day after tomorrow. Not the Champions League final, but the TAM Cup final. And then, of course, 2 days after that, we'll be playing the Champions League final against Hertha Berlin. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care and goodbye.